I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more enjoyable. The rallies are going to be a little longer, so it's going to be fun. My name is Andre Parrilla and I play with Gearbox. I love about Gearbox that everyone's part of the family and they have the best equipment in a great sport. Dedication makes a great athlete, obviously talent and passion. One of my beliefs is that we're capable of doing a lot of things that we cannot even imagine. It's just part of enjoying the process and then gets to whatever we want to get. Any sport that young athletes are playing, if you really like it, and as I said, if you put the dedication and the passion, I told you guys you don't even imagine how far you can go.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live for our last match of Fantastic Friday here at the 2023 Golden State Open at the Bay Club in Pleasanton, California. Welcome, everybody. After a long, grueling day of professional racquetball matches, we're at the end. I am Fabio Soto bringing you this event live. Very happy to be here. Some interesting matches so far. Rocky Carson going in guns blazing mode in game number 2 versus Rodrigo Montoya. And I gotta tell you, to Rodrigo Montoya's surprise, he did not think he was gonna battle it out that much against the USA legend. Welcome, everybody. Have our co-host Brian Pineda here shortly. Well, thanks everybody for watching and tuning in. Remember to like our post, share our feed, keep following us on social media. Thank you everybody for joining us. Tomorrow, the semifinals of the men's pro doubles is going to take us off in the morning. So just so you have, all of you have an idea what we're going to go through tomorrow. At 11 a.m. is our first semifinal. Then immediately after our second semifinal, then we'll take a break from the doubles and we'll go to the singles. Single semifinals tomorrow will start at 2:45 p.m. Conrado Moscoso versus Eduardo Portillo. And the other semifinal, Daniel de la Rosa versus Rodrigo Montoya at 3:30 p.m. And at 7 p.m., the finals for the men's pro doubles. We're going to have that tomorrow night. And on Sunday at noon, we will have the men's pro singles. Players about to be introduced into the court. Of course, Rodrigo Montoya and J.Mar recently crowned the IRF Pan American champions in Santiago, Chile, repeating their championship from Lima, Peru in 2019. Mexican national doubles champions as well. Rodrigo Montoya, of course, Mexican national champion. Look at this right now. The veterans on the court. Rocky Carson and Alvaro Beltran united for what could be the last time that we see them in the men's pro doubles. Experience, talent, they have it all. And next, the currently ranked #1 men's pro doubles team in the IRT from Chihuahua, Mexico, Rodrigo Montoya and J.Mar. cheerful and joyful as always. Good sportsman. Of course, J.Mar, one of the best sportsmen that we've ever seen in pro racquetball. Great work ethic. Such a good sportsman, just as well as Alvaro Beltran. Of course, I want to welcome back into the booth my co-host, my favorite co-host, Brian Pineda. Brian, welcome again to Fantastic Friday at the end of the run for a gigantic day of racquetball.
Absolutely, Fabi. I'm fired up. This is, you can call this the changing of the guard, if you will, as it was just announced. You've got Rocky Carson and Alvaro Beltran coming as the 8th seed, which in their own respective way, they've probably amassed over 30 national championships combined in their respective countries. They've won every single doubles event you can possibly win at the international and also at the world and Pan Am game level. And they're taking on the current Pan Am game champions. The next hottest thing, possibly, arguably, it's up for mention, maybe the best Mexican doubles team of all time in all of Mexico, J.Mar and Rodrigo Montoya.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. What an introduction that was from Brian Pineda. Of course, Brian, very hard to argue with what you just said, and it's right now a matter of history. This could be very well the last time we see Carson and Beltran playing men's pro doubles in the IRT. You never know.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, this is just probably a formality of the changing of the guard. But nonetheless, it's not like this is a walkthrough. Like I said, you're talking about one of the most decorated, some of the most decorated individuals in all of racquetball at the international and the world and Pan Am level.
Wow, what angle. And I got to ask you, Brian, this is a long rally to begin the match. I mean, after that great second game between Carson and Montoya, what are you expecting out of this one?
It's so hard to say. Long rallies like that are not going to favor the veterans for sure. But the expectation, you would think, with just how hot they're playing right now, Montoya and Mar would take this. But you never know. This is a major event. There's so much experience, and that's why you can't not think they don't have a chance in this. And off to an early start here for our Pan Am champions, 3 serving 0. That's J.Mar on the right side, playing for Pro Kenix. Rodrigo going to the ceiling, playing for Gearbox. What a winner.
Wow.
And this is the comfort level of Alvaro Beltran, is doubles.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
But here's the thing, though. We saw this yesterday between Beltran and Carson, and they had way better results when Carson was on the left, Alvaro was on the right. Isn't it weird to see Alvaro playing the left side?
I like Alvaro on the left, to be honest with you, in this matchup specifically. We got a replay 2 minutes after the holdup.
So replay call by the referee.
Yeah, I like actually Beltran on the right, or excuse me, left side. He's the more creative, and he's got more of the offensive shooting selection than Carson. The right side, notoriously in racquetball and in most sports that have a right and left side player, you find to be the control player and the one who's got to be super consistent. And that is a game Rocky can play. So I like this. And Rocky's actually won some national championships playing on the right side, so it's not a bad fit. Rocky's looking fresh as ever.
As a daisy.
This guy's on his like 13th match in 3 days, and incredible.
Fresh as a 45-year-old Daisy.
Yeah.
Oof. Whoa, Javier Mar. Again, arguably one of the best, well, no, I'm going to say it. I think the best right side doubles player right now in the game currently.
I like Jake Bredenbeck on the right. I mean, but I'm biased. You already know. I just think he's super filthy. I love his style of play. I'm just attracted to that kind of go-get-him player. But, yeah, Javier's not a bad pick. I mean, his results and just the time that he's been playing, he's a young lad. What he's already accumulated, his results speak for himself.
Yet Montoya and Mar are up 5-0. Beauty. Wow, Beltran. The Sorcerer Supreme still have some magic in his hat.
Hate to see that. Coming up just shy in the left corner there.
Beltran and Carson. Now, Rocky to the left.
Oh, good hands.
Wow, Carson to the front. You gotta love that they're finally on the board now.
And what Rodrigo's going to find, it's not going to be as much of a dominating factor. Rocky now just has to cover half the court. Not that he can't cover the full amount, but it's what a treat when you have someone as almost impassable as Beltran on the right, knowing I just got to take care of my line, and anything that's in the middle limits the liability of coverage. Tough.
Beltran. Just hard to argue with those executions.
Great coverage from Rocky to come over.
I think that aggressiveness factor, in your face, close up front to the front wall is, going to be necessary if they want to keep up with the young Mexican team.
Oof. Might be his first backhand miss in 3 games that we've seen him on the court so far, winning in 2 over Carson in singles right before he hopped on this match.
Good pickup by Beltran.
And I like it. It's one of the younger players, Carlos
Ramirez.
No
sideline judges.
No sideline judges. And so, and you'd imagine most young up-and-coming players from the great nation of Mexico, they all admire Beltran. So that's kind of Beltran playing on him being a.k.a. the daddy of the group.
Yeah.
And
or granddaddy.
Tone. Yep. Too soon.
Really? Beltran with the serve. It's a good shot. You know what? I'm curious to see what would happen if Beltran would serve that lob right in the middle. Like, who would go for it? Not the overhead shot that we were expecting.
Yeah.
But they're working Montoya.
Understandably, not the fresher of the two. Knowing also as well he's got semifinals tomorrow for singles.
That's the thing, though. Mar hasn't played the tour full time. He just recovered from a foot injury, and he hasn't been in the ART in a while. So, I mean, I'd fear you would go for Mar. But again, I'm not inside that court.
Oh, it's nice. It's such creativity off the racket of Montoya.
Let's take a look at this replay as we see Montoya with a wonderful shot.
Look at the footwork is beautiful here.
Just changes direction completely of that shot. Gotta love it from Montoya.
And now it's 6 serving 4. Tough. Point now for the number 8 seed. Beltran serving on the left side. Longtime player for Gearbox Racquetball.
Since its inception, yes.
Right. Wow, perfect pass
Wow.
from Montoya. Now Rocky Carson playing for Head Racquetball.
I gotta tell you, I'm a little surprised here. 5 serving 6. Rocky and Alvaro just finding a way to keep within 1. That's a point. All right, some heat from Montoya and Mar. Wow.
And a well-worked point, and to me that is, he left it up, missed opportunity from Mar, and just on the toes, quick to respond. Montoya, borderline flirting with the encroachment line.
Rocky Carson not making it shot up front in the front court.
6-6, we have a tied game here in game number 1.
That hit Rocky Carson, I believe. And it's a point.
Great reach.
Down the line, wow. Good coverage. Assist by Montoya. That's a skip.
And I like the strategy here. We're going to overwork the guy who's been on the court a little more, and once in a while we're going to throw one to the guy who hasn't played in a while. Methodically, it's a really good strategy. Checks out on paper.
He's going to call for replay. Is that it?
Translate for me, Fabio.
I can't. The FCC's probably
okay,
listening.
gotcha.
I can't.
Tough pass on the right side. Thought it was a good pickup from Carson. Wasn't pretty, but a good pickup. Still spry at the age of 45.
8-6. 6-8. Alvaro asking how many timeouts they have left. They're asking the referee. They haven't taken one, so.
Tough. Great spot. Smart spot. It's going to be a second serve here. They trail by 2. Going with the switch here. The lob over to Montoya. Smart from Rocky. He could feel Montoya a little further back than he needs to be. Goes for a cutter cross. And it's a 1-point game again. Second server. Rocky Carson serves. The lob nick to Montoya. So good.
Wow. Carson.
Oh, we love it.
Let's see a replay, Brian. Let's check this out.
Golly,
Wow.
vintage Beltran.
Wow.
Oh no. Oh, this is great. You've got to love it.
This is fantastic.
For sure, not an avoidable borderline. I thought
Yeah.
it skipped, to be honest with you, before it even hit Beltran. And they're going to be looking for some sideline judges here before this gets too far to hand. It is 8-8. And Beltran signaling that he wants linesmen for the quarterfinal, which is completely appropriate. Instead, they have one of the head referees from the IRF, Jaime Martel, who does a fantastic job. Experienced, certified. 8 serving 8. Great pickup.
Oh, it's a skip by Beltran. Tension was good. I thought he was going to go down the line instead of going for that splat shot.
It's coming off hard. That's so good.
It is.
It's powerful, it's precise. And it gives them a 2-point lead now here in game number 1, 10 serving 8. And the mistakes are coming in one after another now as they extend to a 4-point lead, 12 serving 8, and a timeout comes from the number 8 seeds. And we'll take a short timeout in the action as well. You're watching the IRT live.
We're live once again here, 2023 Golden State Open at the Bay Club. Montoya and Mar leading 12-8. Brian, you know, so it was a closer match, but a game of runs, if you will. And so far, right now, Montoya and Mar are leading, but it doesn't feel that way. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. The vibe here is that, you know, Rocky and Alvaro are still in it, but they just need to make, you know, a couple of tweaks there, a couple of improvements, and they're back in it.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stop and go in this match, but obviously with a 12-8 lead, they just played, as you said, some of the runs better. We were tied at 8-8 in the last 4-point run. Just some smart play. Good flat shooting still from the backhand of Montoya. That's too good. It's good heat coming from Beltran, man. A 12 here has proved to be a good timeout. So good.
Wow. Great heat there. Oh, they're challenging that. That was a good shot. Let's see the replay right here. Look at this shot from Beltran right here. Boom. Wonderful.
Another good lob, Nick. Gets an opportunity. Goes for it. And Javier just in a good spot. Good hands in the front court. Gets a half out.
I love Javier Mar's court awareness. His footwork.
Tough.
Beltran. Crowd loves Beltran.
It's hard not to. It's optically his skills are so pleasing. Oh, look at that.
Wow. We need to look at that replay.
And he gives him a Mutombo to finish.
Yeah.
And here it is. Cross court and just a nice little hunchback rollout.
Equipment timeout for Montoya. Has broke his strings. Beltran and Carson, they're in it. They're still in this.
They are. And since we have a little bit of a stop in the play, I want to say hi to Charlie Pratt out there. I'm sure you enjoyed. We heard some of his commentating when they were in Portland.
There's Mr. Pratt. Always enjoy seeing him at the Tournament of Champions.
Oh. Seeing him and Tony Carson playing again was
yes, I saw them playing
the apple
both.
of my eye right there.
Oh,
look at that.
Montoya. And suddenly we have a new ball game. 4 points in a row here for Beltran and Carson.
Game of runs, as you said, Fabio. You were spot on. A little heat off that backhand.
On the back.
Oh!
A mistake there from Montoya.
And now the mistakes are coming plentiful
13.
from the Mexican national team, #1 ranked in this draw.
13 serving 12. Carson just keeping at that lob serve, but no, that's a different. From the back. Interesting. Ooh.
Jeez.
Oh, Carson. Montoya just putting his whole body into those shots. He's even, you know, expressing himself different. It's just very different shot. But right now, Beltran and Carson leading 13-12. Just a replay. Just an accidental bump between
just
Montoya.
another replay. There it is.
Oh. No, Montoya.
And he's put.
Look at how he puts his whole body into that shot. You know,
Yeah, you can hear him with the breathing on the shot. He's definitely winding up. 13 all. Great first game.
Carson. And here's the thing, though. Every time I hear Montoya expressing himself like that, I can't help but remember that pectoral right injury that he sustained about a year ago.
It's a great pass.
This is a 2-point game so far. Beltran is the first server. Off-speed shot.
I don't even know how he made it through. Just threading it with a needle.
So precise.
Carson to stick with the lob nick.
Ooh.
So good. Jeez.
So precise on Montoya's end.
And he's been trying to figure out where Montoya doesn't come and rip it, that he maybe waits on it, but it dies in the back court. The patience, extraordinary for Montoya.
Replay called.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Beltran.
Incredible pressure to roll that ball out. Poise in the moment.
Listen, that shot had to be nothing but perfect. Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Carson, down the line winner.
Carson finds himself some prime real estate. Wow. And it's 13-13, a great hold from the number 8 seed. The most experienced players on the court.
In the planet.
Showing that veterans still got it.
Oh!
Sell it. You got to sell it. It's a great time to sell that ball at 13-13.
Well, if you're deaf, yeah.
We got a half out. Carson, they're discussing the serve here. So Rocky's lob nick has been coming off the back wall. They're wondering, maybe just make him think they're going to do something different, but he's going to probably stick with it.
That's again.
And
Montoya's going to keep doing that.
Yeah.
I wanted to see something different from Carson. Maybe a high lob Z. Just change the pace here.
And that's a great hold from the number 1 seed here at the 2023 Golden State Open. Tough.
Carson.
Tough. I'm kind of surprised that Montoya gets just holds up there. Not the best shot in the moment.
No, timeout taken by Montoya and J.Mar. Players will take a 1-minute break. We will too when we'll be back here with game number 1 on IRT Live.
My name is Andre Parrilla and I play with Gearbox. I love about Gearbox that everyone's part of the family and they have the best equipment in a great sport. Dedication makes a great athlete, obviously talent and passion. One of my beliefs is that we're capable of doing a lot of things that we cannot even imagine. It's just part of enjoying the process and then gets to whatever we want to get. Any sport that young athletes are playing, if you really like it, and as I said, if you put the dedication and the passion, I told you guys, you don't even imagine how far you can go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here. Men's Pro Doubles, 13 serving, 13. Brian, I got to tell you, and I have to admit it, I didn't think we were going to be here. At 13-13 in game one, nuh-uh.
What was it, a 6-0 start or
Yes.
4-0 start?
6-0.
And to see him here at 13-13, experience is coming through here.
Beltran has to be very precise here.
Beltran's ceiling game is fire.
And it has to be precise because Rocky is not right now.
Uh-oh, coming off hard. Hate to see that.
After 9 ceiling shots, that's what we get.
J.Mar was vulturing as he was closing in on Carson, and Carson could feel the presence. No reason to skip that ball. Now opportunity for the young men out of Mexico.
That's the game. 15-13. Players will take a 2-minute break. We will too. We'll be back here shortly on IRT Live.
Hi, this is John Criswell. Welcome to Manufacturing Marvels. Today we're in Rockdale, Illinois, approximately 45 miles southwest of Chicago. For over 50 years, KWM Gutterman Incorporated has established itself as the premier and is currently the largest gutter machine manufacturer in the United States. Initially founded by Carl W. Miner Sr. in the early 1960s, this family-owned business has thrived through 3 generations to continue building the highest quality portable gutter forming machines in the world today. They are masterful in manufacturing KWM's Ironman gutter machines and nationally recognized as experts in the gutter industry. KWM's entire product line is manufactured at 2 state-of-the-art locations. Rockdale houses a 45,000 square foot CNC and assembly facility, and Shanahan houses a 15,000 square foot fabrication facility. Adhering to their family values, integrity, and a particularly homegrown way of doing business has made KWM a success story around the globe. KWM gutter machines are sold on 5 continents, including North and South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. KWM offers one of the most extensive and sought-after lines of gutter machines available on the market today. KWM produces the Ironman line of gutter machines and currently offers 34 gutter profiles, with more in development. This complete product offering is coupled with the most comprehensive warranty in the industry. Come see them at kwmgutterman.com. This is John Criswell for Manufacturing Marvels.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here. Brian Pineda, Fabio Soto for the IRT Golden State Open. Brian, a much better game 1 than I expected, to be honest.
Okay.
Game number 2. Give me the 2 tweaks that Carson and Beltran need to make so they can take this one to the distance.
I love it. I don't think that there's a tweak they need to do at this point. They have found the game plan. It's working. It's just, couple loose points there at the end. And it's not like it was just clean winning at the end. Just a couple missed shots. But I love the adjustment they made at the beginning, the first third of the game. I like the strategy of double serving the guy who's been on the court the most and kind of freezing J.Mar. off to a good start here, 1 serving 0.
Can't afford to make those mistakes.
No. And it's a side out coming in, 0 serving 2. Oh, wow. Great hands. I want to say hello to the newest brides. What a year Montoya and Mar have had, not only winning at the highest level, but also to their lovely wives, their beautiful wives. Both of them got married this year.
And actually, they got married in September and October, respectively. So very little time ago.
And just like that, we're tied up again at 2-2. Coming off hard. Uh-oh. Tough. A lot more difficult. Died a little more at the end. And it forces a side out. Beltran back in the box for the lob. Nick, no doubt.
Good coverage and great assist by Montoya.
Yeah.
Oh, that did
Trouble.
come off. Again, want to thank and recognize the lovely people in the East Coast watching live.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting some messages right now for East Coasters. It's past midnight, so I want to thank, of course, Zurich Construction, our safety timeout sponsor. Of course, Zurich always concerned with the safety of our players, constructing athletes and building people. I'm going to give a shout out to all the people also in the West Coast, our time zone here, that are watching at home on Fantastic Friday. Probably in bed, watching on their big TV.
Mm-hmm.
A place where it's warm, unlike here.
It's got a good chill factor in here. You know it's winter. There's no doubt.
No doubt about it. Beltran knew where that was going. He was running there.
It's a too slow big boy moment from the legend that is Alvaro Beltran. Opportunity Beltran. Same guy puts down a punishing winner. As low as you can go on this beautiful all glass court. Tough.
Wow, that hit the crack on the right, and, you know, J.Mar, he just missed that one. Beltran and Carson on top still.
Opportunity.
Comes knocking.
That's so good. And Mar doing the same thing that Beltran does. Or excuse me, that Carson does. He's just in the right real estate of the court. Good hands.
And of course, Mar and Montoya have won many titles, internationally, nationally.
Tough.
One title, though, that I got to tell you has eluded them. And I know they want really bad. A U.S. Open title. That has eluded them. That's a skip call. Skip call.
It's just watching the mannerisms.
Yeah. I mean, from this vantage point, it did seem that the ball skipped.
Mm-hmm.
How smooth was that backhand?
I mean, it's it's just like everyone froze.
Don't know what he said.
It's a 2-serve 5 here. A little bit of slowness that's happening in the game right now. Tough.
Good reach there by Beltran.
Tough. Yeah, it is a skip.
That's a skip.
The
Beltran.
crowd calls for Carlos Ramirez back.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I love it.
So good. Oh, boy. God, for big guys, Javier Mar, for him to go level for a ball, it's great tenacity. Tough.
Carson, right place, right time, right shot.
It's a side out from head referee Jaime Martellus. He announces a score of 5-3. If you're just joining us, welcome to the 2023 Golden State Open, our marquee men's pro doubles quarterfinal and last match of the night. And it's a good one. Montoya and Mar won the first game of 15-13. Right now a slight lead as second server Rocky Carson serves 5, serving 3.
Good
What a
pickup
get.
by Mar.
Woo!
Impossible.
Such good hustle from the big man. A great finish from Beltran. So good. Three serving 6. And just a shank away from being good. We're going to get a new ball in play here. Game gets a little bit closer here in game number 2.
4 serving 6.
You know what's been cool about this event, Fabio? It's really brought some of our friends back from days past. We have Eddie Meredith and Dave Negretti
There we go.
in attendance.
I got to tell you, though, for me, it's been years since I haven't seen Dave or John Ellis.
Yeah, and Steve Cook.
Wow.
What a get.
Wow.
And then obviously Dave Ellis and his wife Pat were able to come out, which is incredible. John and Steve running the desk, and just really seeing a lot of the people who have developed racquetball in the last 25 plus years.
So it's one thing that I got to mention. I was so glad to see Dave Ellis. And remember Rhonda Racich, I'm going to quote her. She said that Dave Ellis is the Yoda of racquetball.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, look what he did with, what was it, Team Ignite? With the Rojas's and Serrano and Horn and Ishmael Donna. Obviously his own son being a top player, Tier 1 winner.
Oh, Beltran tried to go for that corner. He did the right play, but just didn't execute well. And still on top, though. 6-4.
And not to mention Dave Ellis also, sorry, squirrel. Dave Ellis is also the adult team, U.S. team head coach for quite some time.
Oh, yeah. It's a good pickup.
It is a good pickup. Great hands from Beltran.
Mar.
Superb finish.
Carson. But yeah, it's seeing Steve Cook, John Ellis running things. It's just nostalgic.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
wow. Good pickup by Carson. Right side is by itself. Carson, great
Another
pickup. Wow.
What a finish from Mar. That's incredible athleticism.
Let's take a look at this replay. How many times did Carson dove right there? It was just wonderful. One dive after another. There you go. There's one right there. Wow. Great defense by the future Hall of Famer.
So good.
Wow.
Such a showman, giving the fans who's staying here late at night everything worth every penny they spent to be a part of this great event. Well, the Athletics and David Horn and all the sponsors put on.
The people's champion.
Mm.
J.Mar just blowing that one right out of the water. It's ridiculous sometimes, those shots that Mar makes.
Trouble. Good on Beltran there. Steps in, doesn't go for a kill, but catches Mar just a little off balance. And Mar can't react in time. Just good presence of mind in the moment. Good creativity from Beltran.
That's the differential serve that I wanted to see. I want to see something different from Carson. Try going for that drive. Good ceiling shot. Right side open. Ball goes out. That's funny from Montoya. Yeah, that ball was going out. So for those you can't see exactly what's going on, the ceiling has a little bit of margin right there, and it hit that shot. That, to me at least, I don't know about you, Brian, that shot was clearly going out.
Eight serving 5 here is the final verdict from head referee Jaime Martel.
Yeah. On his knees, Beltran. I'm seeing that Rocky has a couple opportunities right there to, hit a backhand, even though he's probably about 8 feet away from the back wall. He's just not executing. He's going for that ceiling shot. I don't know if he's playing it safe. He doesn't feel confident, but I expect him to just take a bit of more of a risk. I don't know what you think about that, Brian.
Yeah, it's quick. It is quick action, right? Because they're moving forward. These are on full lunges. Shots aren't perfectly executed, but the last one was. Just being quick on the ball. So crucial in doubles.
That was a good pass.
We need another ball to come in play here.
There you go. There's the ball.
Six serving 8. Game number 2.
So timeout taken by Beltran and Carson. Players will take a 1-minute break. We will too. We'll be back shortly here on IoT Live. Time in, Brian Pineda. We are back live here from the Bay Club. And Montoya and J.Mar serving 6-8.
Yep, and you can definitely feel we're inside the match. This isn't the most incredibly exciting part of the match in the sense of shot making and all that kind of good stuff. This is the attrition part of doubles. A little bit of back and forth. More ceiling balls, more positioning.
Beltran's just doing a lot of work, really.
I mean,
he's running more than Rocky. His court placement is different. I don't know if it's something that probably Rocky told Albert, hey, listen, I've been playing singles and need some help.
Oof. Kind of surprised he missed it. I was just about to say Montoya's getting finer at his shooting, if that's a thing to say. His accuracy has improved is what I was going for there.
But look at Mar. Good coverage. We're tied at 8.
Wow.
Beltran chased that one.
Great anticipation of location there.
Ball tracking skills up to par.
And then to do something with it. Incredible hands.
Good serve by Beltran. That's the type of shot that Beltran made right now. That's what I'm expecting from Rocky Carson, and he's been in that position many times throughout this match. He hasn't done it yet, though. Again, good serve. Wow. That's a good shot. I don't know what Rodrigo was complaining about. It's clear as day. Wow. Replay. I think they're jumping the gun here. God, sometimes I wish racquetball was hockey. Just let him slug it out. Carson, cross-court winner.
Just like that, extending the lead to 11-8.
I'm expecting very soon a timeout here from Montoya and Mar if this doesn't change. Very, very soon. Beltran is the first server. No.
So good from Mar.
Mar is just good court coverage on the right. You know, the front court is Mar's. Of course, want to go through a replay right there. It's, God, so beautiful coverage there by Javier Mar. Of course, a towel timeout, safety timeout. Zurich Construction, of course, our IRT sponsor. Always concerned with the safety of our players. 11 serving 8. Communication. Rocky.
Giving Beltran all the easy ones.
Yeah, exactly. Beltran, you can sense what he's feeling. I got to tell you, regardless of the outcome of this match, Brian, Beltran, I don't think we'll be able to get up tomorrow. I don't think so.
Without a doubt. Eight serving 11 now.
A reset.
Perfect angle from Montoya.
Good pass. I just don't see that flair from Rocky right now.
He's definitely faded into the fray here.
Yeah, he's in idle mode right now.
And Beltran's been overworked, there's no doubt. And now a 1-point game, 10 serving 11. Conditions are becoming ideal for Mar Montoya as Mar speeds it up.
Montoya.
It's so good.
You know, it's just the idea of how insanely difficult that maneuver was.
Falling back away from the shot.
Change of direction. Skip by Rocky.
And Rocky's really gone cold on us here as the #1 seed takes the lead at 12-11.
4-point run now for Mar Montoya.
And there he is, ignites himself back into the doubles game.
Hope it's not too late, though. Those 4 points are strong statements. Game of runs, as we mentioned, but we're late in game 2. Serving 11 now.
Tough.
That's tough.
It's a great angle. And for the first time, we have match point here, Fabio.
Match point coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, Rodrigo Montoya is the second server, though. Yeah, of course he's going to fire. Rocky.
Look at that. Rocky not done. And this could be last chance island here for the #8 seed.
I think, of course, maybe for the last time, Zurich Construction this evening, of course, for their safety timeout sponsorship. I want to thank their support, Mr. Francisco Fajardo. Big racquetball supporter.
Oh, yeah?
Huge.
And it's 11-14 after a towel timeout.
Beltran.
As I said, Fabio, it's last chance island, I believe. They're going to do something. It's got to be now.
Kept alive. Beltran skipping that shot. He overstepped. He got like 2 steps ahead. Look at him. Wow. Carson. Drive serve.
Oh! Hate to see
a replay was called. Oh my God, no. No, no, no. The crowd is booing. How far away was he from the front wall? Maybe 10 feet, Mar in front of him. That is an obvious avoidable.
You know what? And Carlos is feeling a lot better about the job he did.
Yes, of course.
Before Jaime took over. Jaime insisted on being the center of attention.
Wow.
Tough call. Maybe next we can bring in Helen Keller.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Carson working the ref.
That's right.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's the last match of the day.
It's the last match, and Jaime he's done an incredible job. So he messed that one up. That's he's still shooting 99%. Great calls.
Be that as it may, 12 serving 14.
Yeah.
Come on, Rocky, shoot that one. Kept alive, Carson. Oh. Kept alive.
Oh!
Wow! Fantastic. Superb. What magic from the Sorcerer Supreme. Diving kill shot.
Give me
Look at
wonderful.
this. It was magical. Look at this. Wow. What does that tell you?
He straight up flew. I saw him fly. That wasn't a dive. That was a fly.
Wow. Let's see that replay again. I want to see that again. Take a look. We don't see Beltran diving and killing at the same time very often, but here, check this out. He reads it perfectly. Wow.
And to think we could be at 14-14
oh, don't say it.
Is that uncalled avoidable?
Don't say it. Carson.
Hate to see that little creeper down the line.
Down the line for J.Mar. Match point number 2 coming up. Mar and Montoya. Montoya.
Oh,
Beltran!
no.
Beltran again!
No!
He is not giving up.
Just vintage Beltran.
Wow.
And a smart timeout after that incredible play.
Very smart timeout. Players will take a 1-minute break. We will too. We'll be back shortly here on IRT Live.
My name is Andre Parrilla and I play with Gearbox. I love about Gearbox that everyone's part of the family and they have the best equipment in a great sport. Dedication makes a great athlete, obviously talent and passion. One of my beliefs is that we're capable of doing a lot of things that we cannot even imagine. It's just part of enjoying the process and then gets to whatever we want to get. Any sport that young athletes are playing, if you really like it, and as I said, if you put the dedication and the passion, I told you guys you don't even imagine how far you can go.
Let's go back to the replay first. This is worth watching again. Take a look. God, Beltran is playing some incredible defense. Look at this. Again, Montoya can't make it.
And here we are, second server, Fabio, 14-13. He's going to shoot. No!
Beltran skipping that shot. Match over. Not the way we thought it was going to end. Montoya and Mar take this one 15-13. 15-13. I got to tell you, Brian, regardless of the result, my hat is off to Beltran and Carson.
That was some incredible play. We've got some replays coming up here to end the night. Little nightcapper here for you.
Let's watch these replays again. We have 2 replays of the last 2 fantastic rallies here. Take a look at this one. Beltran just diving, get
incredible.
Montoya not able to get it, and let's watch the second one. Another great defensive sequence. Look at court awareness from Beltran. Look at this. There you go again. Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
some of the best defensive racquetball you'll ever see from the Sorcerer Supreme. I want to thank everybody for watching and tuning in. Fantastic Friday is over for the IRT. I'm Fabio Soto along with Brian Pineda. Brian, thank you so much. We have quite the Super Saturday tomorrow.
Yes, sir, and it's been nothing but incredible here. We want to thank all the sponsors, all the fans in attendance, and, of course, everybody watching online for the IRT Live.
Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow on IRT Live.